Hello, my friends, and welcome to News of the Week. Does anybody know who won the US election? I can't find anything about it online. Donald Trump won. I think I saw a graph of how many votes each Republican and Democrat candidate got in every election for the last 10 elections. And it just jumps up by 20 million votes when Biden beat Trump in 2020. It's kind of an almost unbelievable anomaly. I'm not here to tell you if it's a good thing or bad thing that Trump won. I don't have any interest in that. But what I can say is that some people are really upset about it. And those people are white women.
If you voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Which is actually ironic because white women voted for Trump, over half. Something like 70 or 75% of white men voted for Trump. A lot of Mexicans and Puerto Ricans voted for Trump. The Amish voted for Trump. Only 10% of black women voted for Trump. But they're not the ones upset. The reason why white women are upset is very, very singular. It's not because of racism. It's not because of gay, trans. It's not even because of rape. It's because of abortions. Trump, it seems that they think, will not allow them to have abortions. They want abortion rights. Abortion is kind of a funny right because it's kind of a hypothetical right. We should call it the right to raw dog, because really, if everybody has sort of a reasonable attitude towards sex, there should be like a 99.9% chance this does not apply to you anyway. But these women are hysterical.
How did we get here?
And a lot of them have reacted to the election. I didn't think they'd react this badly.
No!
Because we've already seen this movie, 2016 to 2020, nothing changed. And then I kind of go, well, maybe these women are just so young, they don't remember that bit. If they were 16 in 2016, for example, their identity wasn't solidified, they weren't paying attention. Now they're 24 in 2024, their identity is solid, they're adults. Maybe that's why they're freaking out. But Jimmy Kimmel, like a 50-year-old man, is crying on TV about this. About an election.
Fragile little snowflake. What a blowhard. He's a blowhard and a snowflake. He's a blowflake is what he is. He should change the hats to say Make America Wine Again. It's more than half of this country voted for the criminal, still trying to figure out what happened.
Like some people say these things are like nothing new happens under the sun. And there's a truth to that, like there's a pendulum swing. The 60s hippies ended up against their will raising conservative young men. The conservative young boomers or whatever they were called, or whatever that generation was called, ended up raising like liberal millennial kids. The liberal millennial kids have ended up raising right-wing kids who love memes. This is sort of not new at all, but grown men being allowed to cry on TV over not winning at politics is so fucking insane. Some of the women are shaving their heads.
Fuck being skinny, fuck being hot, fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be.
And shaving your head says to the world, you value for me for my beauty, I'm destroying my beauty, you don't get to look at this. This would be like if you started the movement that says, everybody, give up all your money. That's what women value us for. So let's just get rid of it all so they don't get our money. Only the broke guys would do it. No good-looking chick is going to be shaving her head. Can you imagine how fun it is to be a good-looking girl in your 20s? Nobody's giving that up. This one video in particular. The song is very ominous, very scary. The lady getting her head shaved has a look of resignation on her face. The lady in the background is like disguised. In other words, she wants anonymity. Like this is basically a theater piece. And I think this is basically supposed to be like a Fight Club style atmosphere. Like, you don't know how far you've pushed us. We're going to start blowing up buildings or something. And look, if there's one thing I hate more than terrorism, it's how male dominated it is. Go for it. These women, it turns out, at the end of the clip, they kiss, so they're fucking lesbians anyway. What some of them have intended on doing is something called a 4B movement. This has originated from Korea, and the 4Bs are like, don't have sex with men, don't give birth, don't marry men, and don't be in a relationship with men or something. I think the funnest part of the 4B movement, unfortunately, will be making the TikToks, because actual celibacy is really hard.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you.
It reminds me of when, like, when I was a little kid, 5 years of age, decide I'm going to run away from home. You tell everybody you're going to run away from home. Your older brothers and sisters sort of pretend to play along and act worried. You enjoy the attention. You pack up your stuff. You walk to the door. You say, I'm leaving now. And then you walk out of the house and maybe everybody ignores you. And at the end of the driveway, you start crying and you run back in. Either the 4B movement won't happen or it will, and it'll just be an unbelievable positive for the world. Because casual sex is like not good for society or for people. Women will talk about soul ties. I'm not sure I like to talk in those terms, but I kind of agree with them. Every person you have sex with, I think you take something from them, and I think you leave a part of yourself with them. It's like in Harry Potter when Voldemort split himself up into 7 Horcruxes, and that's why he was such a bad guy. That's kind of what sex is like. Like, if you've been ran through as a man or as a woman, cynicism is soon to follow. And it's just not good for you. It doesn't make you a positive, happy, sunny person. You're sort of world weary. Some liberal channels have actually admitted to being unsubscribed to after the results of the election.
When I woke up this morning, we had lost 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And I texted Tyler Cohen and Brian Cohen and Brian Tyler, all of them. I texted all of them. And every single one of our channels since last night is hemorrhaging subscribers.
I do feel like it feels like sort of a mass waking up of the world. And maybe for the next 15 years, we're going to live in a right-wing world or a centrist world. Between 2018 and 2023, every movie was like an anti-rape PSA. You would pay your money to go in and be entertained by art. And in the movie, clunky lines of dialogue about consent and women's rights were in every movie. And it was culturally genocidal.
I guess I'll go first.
Stop! What are you doing?
Kissing her?
You can't kiss someone without their permission.
Try to be a gentleman. Okay. Rixley, can I kiss you?
I consent.
America left nothing behind to be admired artistically between 2018 and last year. Because the people making the movies, I don't know if they were ideologically possessed. I don't know if it was just good business or whatever. Some people enjoyed it. I don't know how that could be, but it was bad. Billie Eilish went on stage in Tennessee, which is a really, really Republican state. So everybody in the crowd is a Republican, and talks about how terrible it is that Trump won.
Someone who hates women so deeply is about to be the president of the United States of America.
Billie Eilish preaching about how terrible Trump is in Tennessee is like going into a women's rights organization and asking for the man in charge. It's just totally fucking lacking in self-awareness. A lot of people are blaming the election results on racism, homophobia and all that. And if that continues and these people don't look at themselves, it's kind of worrying. I've personally voted for Jill Stein of the Green Party. And I was one of the 600,000 voters who considered ethically travelling to the nearest bridge after realising that 99.6% of the electorate don't give a fuck about the environment. White people, straight people, religious people have been shit-talked in the media and in Hollywood for many, many years now. But now it's official that actually they are the outcasts. They are the freaks. They are the weirdos. They are the minority. Americans simply hate liberalism. There is talk of Alex Jones being press secretary, by the way. Joe Biden is now suddenly very sharp after the election results.
Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching News of the Week. I'll see you soon.
question. So does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman? Because we don't want to be sexist.